So today we're going to be doing a comparison between Binance crypto arbitrage opportunity and Bybit crypto arbitrage opportunity. So by the end of this video, you should have been able to decide on the best platform to use. And of course, some of the factors that will affect your decision is also going to be your region. But for those of you who are actually places where you can actually access all this without issue, you get to be able to decide at the end of the day, two of them, which is better and what you should do. Now, I do not have anyone that is relatively better than the other one or that is inherently better than the other one. It all depends on your trading strategy, your trading preferred coins. I did talk about coins you can use for arbitrage trading in my previous video. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that video. It will help you a lot to make your decision on the coins you want to use to do cryptocurrency arbitrage trading. Now, for those of you who don't know what arbitrage trading is or cryptocurrency arbitrage trading is, let me give you a simple analogy. Let's say you are a trader and in market A, they sell a piece of orange. I'm just going to use this as an orange for $1. And in market B, they sell that same piece of orange for $1.2. And the transport it takes you to go here and come back is about $0.05, right? So this is dollar as well. Now, as a trader, what to do is very simple. Since these guys buy and sell at the rate of $1, and these guys buy and sell at the rate of $1.2, basically not really how it's gonna work, right? Because they're gonna have to add a margin to the amount they're selling, right? So let's say maybe they are buying personally themselves at the rate of $0.995 and selling at $1, and these ones are buying at, let's say, $1.15 and selling at, or let's say maybe they're buying at 1.1995 or something like that and selling at 1.2. So you can go ahead and understand how that works. Regardless, what it means is that these guys are selling they're selling cheaper than these guys are buying, right? So what it simply means that it creates an arbitrage opportunity where you as the trader go over here and buy, and then you rush over here and sell. You minus the transport fee or the gas fee it takes you to drive from market A to market B from the profit you made. So this is probably going to be leaving you to about a profit of let's say maybe $1.5 or $1.2 at the end of the, $1.05 or $1.02 at the end of the day, because remember, they also have to make profits on their own end, right? So that's basically how arbitrage works, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do a brief understanding of, we're going to do a brief review on the best exchange to use for arbitrage trading using these two exchanges, right? So before we go ahead and continue, my name is Emmanuel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you actually enjoy this type of content, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up, right? So let's go ahead and do this, right? So the very first thing we need to do is to locate the exchange, right? Sorry, the market. So in Bybit, we mostly trade between USDT, BTC, ETH, DAI, and USDC, right? While when it comes to Binance, we mostly trade between USDT, BTH, ETH, FDUSD. So it's very important for you to know this. So the main differences here are FDUSD and DAI and USDC. So if you come to a platform like Binance and type, let's see, USDCD, sorry, I think that's what I wanted to write. So once you do that, right, you're going to see that there's actually an asset called USDC. Now, this asset exists in Binance, right? And the current price to $1, this is not really what we're trading against, but the current price to $1 is 0.9992. And if you check this same USDT with FDUSD, right, you can see the current price over here is 0.9977. Now, these two assets you see are linked, or they're linked to USD, and you can see the price deviates, right? The price deviates. There are a lot of people trading FDUSD in Binance. Binance has been promoting FDUSD for a while, and obviously the price has to deviate. Now, sometimes when they are promoting a cryptocurrency, they do give an incentive, and when I mean incentive, I mean they give a free trade incentive trying to make people use that cryptocurrency. And that did exist in Binance at the time, and probably might exist as well, in the future as well. Now, when it comes to Bybit, on the other hand, Bybit has this thing. They are notorious for not actually charging fees for a lot of their stable coins. So when you're paying fee, you're likely only going to be paying fee for your volatile cryptocurrency you're purchasing. So this minimizes the amount of fees you have to pay by a lot and increases your profits by a lot. Now, let's see how this works, right? I'm going to start from Binance, from Bybit, then we'll move to Binance, right? So let's say you want to do an arbitrage using BTC. And the very first thing you need to do is to figure out, okay, where can I buy low? Where can I buy BTC low and sell it at a more expensive price? You quickly go to the Binance market pair section, and you come over here and you type BTC. The very first thing you need to do is to speculate the market. Look at the market. What is the market saying, and how much are they actually selling BTC or buying BTC over there? Now you can see over here that BTC in USDT, please, you can take a look at it over here so you do not get lost, right? So this is where we are right now. This whole chart right here is what you should, pay attention to. So it says BTC USDT is around $113,930 or USDT. When it comes to BTC USDC, is $114,042 USDC, right? You can see there's a huge margin between these two guys, right? This is the spot market. Our perpetual market has its own, but we're not going to be talking about perpetual market here because that's just going to confuse you, right? You can also go ahead and expand this more, and you see that BTC DAI is 170 DAI. DAI is also equivalent to $1, so just so you know. So this basically means that if you go ahead and use USDT to buy BTC at this price, 113,884 or 87 now, and then you go ahead and sell this to DAI at this price, 114,170 DAI. This means that you actually made more than $200 in profit. I think this should be more than $300 actually in profit. You can do the maths. 114,170 minus 113,980. I think it should be about $200 and something, right? So obviously this is quite a lot of money, right? And like I said, when you're trading in Binance, you are likely not going to pay fee for your stable coins transactions, because when you convert this and you sell your BTC to DAI, you have to convert that same DAI back to USDT to do your trading again. They also have the pair right here. Convert it back to USDT, continue your trading again, and so on, right? So you're gonna be selling your DAI, right? And currently right now, USDC is also priced below DAI, and you know what this means, right? So by the time you do all this, the market will eventually balance out, giving you about 114,078 USDT back. You started with 113,970 and you ended up with 114,078. So that is obviously profit and completely feeless, no fee attached to it, right? Now let's quickly go and take a look at something like Binance, right? Binance is also very good as well with arbitrage. And quickly, just like we did with the Bybit, let's go ahead and type BTC USDT. And it has over here the prices. Now in Binance, you're supposed to take a look at it in this section, because this is where they list theirs, right? So it says BTC USDT is $113,852. Obviously the market is moving, so you shouldn't be comparing with the price of the one in in Bybit, right? And you can see FDUSD is also very expensive, more than the BTC USDT. So you go ahead and do the calculation. But like I said, guys, the one catch you should know about Binance is that they do charge fees, right? They charge fees, but from occasionally they do give an option to not actually have to pay fees for some of the assets that they are promoted at the time. And the recent one they promoted is FDUSD, right? But regardless, with the fees they charge, if you use enough money, you'll be able to cover that. And as long as there's enough margin with the arbitrage, you can be able to make profit from it, okay? They also have BTC TUSD, just so you don't think you are stuck with only FDUSD. They also have TUSD. They also have DI, but their DI is currently cheap, right? You can see that right there. So this is also one of the price discrepancies we are talking about. Their BTC DI is currently cheap, while in Bybit it's expensive, right? So that's that as well. So once you complete your trade, you can go ahead and swap your FDUSD or USD or TUSD back to USDT. You can see that they have that over here. So it exists over here, but you have to be very careful because Binance can be quite confusing sometimes, right? So the current price of FDUSD right now is 0.9976, right? So if you go to the buy section, that means you are buying you are buying FDUSD, and if you go to the sell section, that means you're selling FDUSD, right? So obviously you have to go to your sell section to sell the FDUSD back to USDT, and you can see that the current rate of this is 0.9976. So you have to be very careful with it, not to, make some mistakes that you not see on time, right? So the best thing to do is pick up your calculator, check whether 114,170 FDUSD is equivalent to 114,000 USDT at least, right? Because it has to be at least 114,000 USDT at least for you to even think about making any extra money with the amount that will go on top of it. So that's basically how it goes. So depending on your region and depending on what you prefer, these two exchanges could serve you good when you are doing cryptocurrency arbitrage trading. And that's that, right? What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Take care and happy ending.